The dimensions there on the screen, about 121, 90 by 42 millimetres. The weight's about 425 grams. It's really light. That's the body and the battery. And it is totally rechargeable. Of course, you get great battery life too. Craig.
Yeah, absolutely. So you'll get roughly around 350 to 400 shots per charge. For most people, that's a decent day's worth of shooting.
Yeah, you'll have plenty of battery. You'll have plenty of battery. Let's go back to show this off more.
Yeah,
You've got some brilliant pics to share with everyone, which you can do. You don't need to be a professional.
So Brisbane, my hometown. Okay.
Brisbane.
That's it. So using that art filter again. So this is what's called the pop art filter. Okay, and this gets those nice blues through the through the sky. But look at the colours that are coming out of those city lights.
Get so much brighter, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's just a few lights down through sort of like a park or reserve area here.
That's it. So that's Kangaroo Point.
Because that's green grass, and then that green just intensifies.
Yeah, absolutely. So really nice and simple to do. Like I said before, all you have to do is go into that art filter mode, select that art filter. Thirdly, take the photo. That's it.
Honestly, that looks like a painting. It looks like it would have had to have been done with a $5,000 camera. You can do this. You will take photos like this.
So, look, just came out of autumn. Once again, that pop art filter brings out those colours.
Stunning.
Once again.
Look, imagine what you do with these when you can intensify those colours and then blow them up, like we showed you those images before, to a big, nice, big photograph.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and because we're using that professional quality sensor, you know, if I zoom in on these, you can see all the individual, you know, the
features of every left. Isn't it incredible? The detail is absolutely exceptional. And on a big image, like my mate here, the old Lizzie Lizard, you you can do this. You can. Here he is. Hey, I'm a fan of lizards. Very gentle. Hey, Craig, I've got a question for you.
Yeah, mate.
How do you get the photos from here onto a tablet or a computer?
Okay, good question. So, in the box, it comes with a USB cable. So that's pretty standard these days. So all you have to do is plug the camera into your computer, or if your tablet has one of those special USB attachments, you can use that as well. Or alternatively, a lot of computers these days, even a lot of laptops, have what's called an SD card reader. Okay, so all you'd have to do is take out the memory card from your camera and put it into that.
Upload it that way.
Yeah, exactly right. So very, very nice and simple.
Couple of options. By the way, you're getting the little memory cards, 8 gig, which is fantastic.
What's actually really important about that memory card that we're giving tonight is that in terms of the actual class itself, it's what's called a Class 10 card. Okay. Now, a Class 10 card is actually the fastest class of SD memory card you can get on the market. Now, if you think about it, this camera shoots at 9 frames a second. You need a memory card that can actually keep up with the fact that it shoots at 9 frames per second.
So the quality here again matches the camera.
Yeah, exactly right.
Really important.
The fact of the matter is you also are getting that full high definition video as well. You also need a fast card to do that also.
And you could have hundreds and hundreds of photos on here.
Yeah, absolutely. So just by the default setting, 8 gigabytes will get you roughly around 1,500 photos.
Pretty good. It's all bundled up. And I want to remind our viewers, how much is this out there normally? Like...
So just for the double zoom kit, okay, is $14.99. Okay, that's not with any of the other extras that they're getting tonight.
Yeah, so we're bundling it, and the value with the bundle then included with the case, also the card, you've got the external flash there. All of those bundled is over $1,700. All you need to outlay today is one part payment, $218.70. There's your limited flashing right now. 10 past rush is on. 46766. Back for more photos though.
So here's another one of my favourite photos. Now this is over in Rotorua. Okay. So so our friends across the ditch.
Familiar.
Now, this is a particular filter called the grainy film black and white. Okay. Now the reason why it's called grainy film black and white is that if we actually go close to this photo, you can see the actual grain in the actual shot itself. Okay. And it actually simulates the same type of grain that you got back when you shot with black and white film.
Well, it almost matches the era of the old original baby that it's modelled around.
Yeah, exactly right. So back to the 1970s, I say.
What old is new again? All comes back.
That's
Flower power, the flares.
Now, let's talk about zoom for a second, because you are getting that double zoom kit. Okay. Now let's show our viewers just how much you can zoom in by.
Please,
okay? Now,
please.
with the 14 to 42 mil lens, that's the wide angle lens, okay? Now this is as wide a shot as you can get. So this is actually just taken on the Kirribilli side towards the city.
Takes in most of what you would want.
Yeah, exactly right. So the 14 to 42 is what would be perfect for travel, because a lot of the times you're taking wide angle shots of cities and things like that and scenery. Now, if you zoom in as far as you can using that wide angle lens, so this is at 14 mil. If we go to 42 mil, this is how close you can get.
Okay.
Okay.
It's nice.
So, so with that one lens, that's the range you're getting from that one lens.
Okay.
So wide
That's
angle.
acceptable.
You go to zoom.
That's good.
Now, if we change that lens and then put on that 40 to 150 mil lens,
is comparable, excuse me for reaching over to this baby.
That's it. So that's our SLR lens there. That's a 150 mil SLR lens. Nowhere near the size, nowhere near the physical weight either. You're struggling to keep to carry
This old boy, like, he can hardly stand up. And two, I think relating to what you said at the beginning of the show, Olympus specialise not only in cameras here, but a lot of other miniaturised cameras that are used in surgeries. They are experts when it comes to miniaturising technology. There's one left in silver, 4 left in black. I do have just one request, and we'll come back to the photos in a minute. Please confirm your order ASAP. So that means those folk who are shopping online, you're doing a great job. You just need to not only have it in your cart, you need to get to the checkout, because you can time out and it will go back into the system, and there's a stack of people lining up behind you and you may lose it. So maybe move to that checkout a little bit faster than you normally would, because it is a really popular deal that we have on TVSN right now, 46766. And thanks so much for doing so. And we'll come back and let you know how many we have in just a tick. But let's go on to that zoom.
So this is that wide angle shot.
Yep.
Now, at 150 mil, what I want you to keep an eye on are these two buildings
All right,
here.
one of my favourites, centre point.
Absolutely.
It was the way I used to navigate around Sydney.
Yeah, that's
before
it.
GPS.
It's big beacon in the sky. So this is how close you can get.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
Look at that.
What's really important about this is that this is a purely optical zoom. There's no digital zoom.
Digital. So this is crisp. This is clean. This is sharp.
Yeah, absolutely. Look,
Because when you go to digital, it can fade, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And look, you can see all the antennas on top of the buildings.
Look at that. Look at that.
So the detail is absolutely extraordinary. So
let's go back to the wide again.
That's that wide angle shot. So that's using the wide angle lens.
That's where we were close up to.
So, yeah, that's right. That's what we wanted to draw your attention to.
So we're Zoomaholics, gang. You are organised. Okay.
So
a couple of organisations getting a free plug there.
Right. So that's the range you're going to get from those two lenses.
Pretty impressive.
Absolutely.
Now, I've got a question.
Yep.
This baby right here, how does that attach to the camera?
Yeah, good question. So on top of the camera is what you call your hot shoe. And all you have to do is actually line the rails up of that flash.
Does that go there?
Yeah, that's right. So it just aligns that way. And then all you have to do is push that in, and that'll go.
It's almost like a mini USB almost.
Yeah, that's right. So really nice and simple to do. Now, the great thing about that flash is that, you know, like I said before, we're trying to make this camera as simple as possible, okay? Nothing simpler. If you want to use the flash, you flick it up. If you don't want to use the flash, you flick it down.
Got it.
Okay?
I get it.
Yep. Excellent. But if you flick it up and the camera feels that there's actually enough light in the photo, it actually won't fire the flash.
Smart.
Yeah.
I wish I was this smart. Hey,